Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And across the midfield, stripe into Eagle territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the Eagles' 46-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Prescott completes it to Jason Witten. And he's got this down to the 35. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 35.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Prescott now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine... up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game, would be ideal.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, it's Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Robert Quinn.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. h3y-a111's with a pick. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner, forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tavon Austin there to make the grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Kai Forbath on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I enjoyed watching Robert Quinn in pregame warm-ups with you down on the field. Did it surprise you how tall and angular he is? You wouldn't think he'd be able to play against the run that well, would you?
But he can, and he showed it right there, didn't he?
That's that wrestling background he has. He understands leverage as well as anyone in the game. A big-time wrestler in high school. He didn't lose very often.
3-time heavyweight state champ in South Carolina. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. 7-7, our score after 1. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Going for it with Sanders. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
1st down, Philadelphia.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Working from the gun, Wentz. And Sanders has got it complete. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 60 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Now Howard trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. This is Jackson on the quick throw from Wentz. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They get only a yard there. Now it's third and goal. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when, and he told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
Here we go, 46. 46.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 25-yard line. Prescott on first down. That one complete to Elliott. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Hey, count. 47. 36. 26.
Prescott from the gun. Flush to his right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
Hey, count. 57, 57's mine.
Throwing again on second down. Prescott. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Format to send it away now following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Open man here is Scott, complete. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. This is caught by Jackson. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a big mistake on the return. He's out of bounds at his own 1-yard line.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late 2nd quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security number 1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. You're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You've got to try and get a first down and run out this first half.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the screen.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And down he'll go at the 25. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Prescott, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Malcolm Jenkins, the strong safety, swoops in for the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. A quick pass out to Aguilar. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 24 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Wentz now on 1st down. Caught by the tight end Ertz. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Wentz. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. H3y-a111's with a pick, and he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. 1st down, and it's Pollard again. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, Pollard. Always got some breathing room. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, 31 yards, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the third. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now on 2nd and 13, Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that wasn't exactly a work of art, was it?
No, that wasn't a thing of beauty. That's just why I don't play in points per reception fantasy leagues.
Is that what they call
the receiver
PPR?
still gets a point there. Yeah. And you went that far back. No bueno.
Well, I'll tell you what. I wish I had their defense on my fantasy game.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And some room to work. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 77 yards. And the Eagles have retaken the lead. Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Pollard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Here we go. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Watch the edge.
Now Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 44.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Trying the right side with Howard. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Eagles on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Got an open man. It's Scott. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Another run here with Sanders. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down, right around the 18-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And terrific field position here as they finally get him just shy of the midfield stripe.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see. And that is caught. It's Witten for the Cowboy touchdown. Jason Witten there to make the grab, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Wentz. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Sanders. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 46-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
82.
Now Wentz. He'll hit Jackson complete. A swift move and then tackled just on the other side of midfield. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Push him back. Watch out.
Wentz to throw. And Jeffrey's got it. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. An Eagle 1st down. Wentz hooking up with Jeffrey. Wentz now pretty amazing. 14 of 16 throwing the ball. It's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll go again with Sanders. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
First down, Philadelphia.
And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw, Wentz. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Lewis, but he will not be able to bring it back. My goodness, what a bizarre ending. The kind of decision that could get a quarterback released before he gets back to the locker room. But fortunately for him and his crew, the ball game is over. Well, Charles, a game and a decision that people may be talking about tomorrow for sure. Had a chance at a long field goal there at the end to try and tie it. They elect to not kick it, and they lose the game.
And I think what we'd all love to see is that little slip of paper that the special teams coach handed to head coach before the game that said, this is where our kicker is good from today. This is where he feels confident, because that might be the absolute mark that tells us, okay, maybe we have to run more offense because maybe he doesn't feel good about kicking it from this distance.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Big D.